So we're here at training tonight. How have the last few weeks of pre-season been going?
Really good. It's been a good positive start. Really exciting, really fresh. But really good numbers turning up. Mixture of old and new players coming to join the squad this season. In terms of trying to keep it fresh for the boys, we've mixed the Tuesday, Thursdays and Saturdays up. A mixture of conditioning, rugby skills and getting ready for the season, but also taking the boys away from the rugby environment, doing a session with Funky Pub Fitness up at Whapham Dunes, where the boys were put right through their paces and a few of them were sick.
Obviously there's been a lot of changes at the club over the summer. How have the coaching team settled in?
We settled in quite well. I think it was important that we had a number of meetings before we actually got the boys together, so we can sort out how we're going to play, what type of style, what movement and patterns we're going to integrate, and also just some of the structure of how we're going to go into the pre-season, moving into the fixtures and then into the main league fixtures.
And so in addition to the new coaches, we've got a fair few number of players joining the squad. How are they fitting in?
Boys are fitting in really well. I think within the rugby circuit, obviously Wales and certainly South Wales is a small place. Most people have played against each other, know of each other. We've taken some recommendations from other local coaches and from the boys themselves in order to put the squad together this year, and so far it's working really good.
And this season we'll be taking our first foray into Championship rugby. How do you think the club's adapted to the prospect of playing in a different league?
I think it was a bitter pill to swallow first of all. Obviously it was disappointing with the result of last season, but we are where we are. We don't expect any favours. We're looking positively at it and treating the season as professional as we would do with any other season.
There's a lot of differences between the Premiership and Championship rugby. What do you think the big challenges are going to be next season?
The biggest challenge for us is making sure that we don't underestimate any team. We're probably, when we go into away fixtures, it's going to be a cup final for everyone. There'll probably be a large support from the local community trying to get one over on Swansea. I'm sure Swansea's got one over on a number of clubs over the long history that we've had, and therefore they're looking to get one back and have that big scalp for the season. So we just need to make sure that we're professional, we don't underestimate anyone, and look forward to each opportunity.
What's the feeling like amongst the squad ahead of next season?
Really good, really excited. I think they're a bit bored of doing some of the fitness and some of the skills now, looking forward to the fixtures. Everybody's just really keen to put the jersey on, to stamp their mark and sort of prove a point that they should be the ones starting come first game of the season against Cardiff Met.
Got a lot of pre-season fixtures this year. What were your thoughts behind who to play and which teams?
We trying to sort of build a relationship with the local clubs, so we wanted to have some local fixtures where we can build relationships and have the opportunity for some of our squad to go back and play against their friends and at the club they started with. Also to try and put something back into local rugby and to give them an opportunity to test themselves against a side in the higher league. But ultimately we do need to test ourselves and put ourselves through some difficult fixtures. So we're going away to Doncaster, we play Bridgend away, which as it currently stands is sort of a step above in terms of the league than us, and therefore it'll be a really good test for the boys to actually see where we are going into that game on the 6th of September.
And aside from the new coaches and players, there's also a new board at the club. Have you had a chance to get to know Stephen and Keith?
Yeah, we've had a number of meetings with them. Stephen's been down and met the boys, introduced himself, set his stall out of what he's trying to do off the field, made it quite clear that he's going to stay away from the rugby and leave that to us lot. And in terms of Keith, yeah, I've known Keith for years. Obviously he's well experienced in dealing with Swansea Rugby Club, dealing with coaches, off the field information, as well as the on the field stuff.
And so people should take advantage of meeting the team at the barbecue then, and the Q&A with Keith and Stephen?
Yeah, so a barbecue on the 31st, Thursday evening. Yeah, it'd be great for it to come down. I'm sure the boys would welcome meeting the supporters, having a chance to hear what they've got to say and what their thoughts are for the season going forward. And we can introduce the new coaching staff, the new setup behind the scenes, and obviously the new players. And
do you have a message for the Swansea RFC fans ahead of next season?
Yeah, just get behind us. I think crowds were a little bit poor last year. We'd like to see more people there. It was great that certain games, Llanelli, Neath, where there was a big crowd, it did sort of spur the boys on, and it'd be great to see that next season, and hopefully we can put a good performance in for everyone involved.